Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back. Hope we're all doing well today. Gaming Luminary here. We're back again, live streaming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with friends, and or maybe online. We'll see what goes on to during the stream. But yeah. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Hope we're doing well today. Of course, again, I know sort of repeating myself there, but friend code's up on there if everyone's interested, and if you want to send me a friend request, I may do so. Let me know whatever's easiest, and then kind of go from there. All right. But without further ado, everyone, I'd like to, of course, acknowledge everyone that's in our live stream chat, if any. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out, see who's here. All right, we got Super Squid. I think it's Super Squid 2700 or 27,000. I think. This hi, are you family friendly? We tend to be family friendly here, so the answer is yes. You know, most of the time on my channel, I strive to be as family friendly as possible. Yeah, like most of my streams, I don't even like to swear personally. I tend to feel weird doing it. It's just not me. You know what I mean? If you're referring to like family friendly, you know, I can understand. You know, but you came to the right place for sure. I try to, even if I get mad at times, I'd leave that aside, that's for sure. A lot of the inappropriate behavioral things. I know there's some streamers that aren't really family friendly, so I do understand that. But glad that you're here. Hopefully all is well. I don't think I see anybody yet. Anyone else? No, I do not. Okay. Well, glad to have you in the chat. Other than that, yeah, feel free to chat. If you want to join in, you can join in. If not, yeah, you're welcome to chat with us. So, it's been a couple days. I wasn't really feeling the greatest because I was, you know, not feeling great. So, feeling kind of I'd say I had kind of like a head cold. But honestly, like I'm glad I'm feeling much better. Able to speak more clearly and just all that stuff. This last stream, I tried to stream like I thought I was getting better, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should stop because I didn't feel that great, you know? It just snuck up on me later in the day, but I'm hoping this time that's not the case. Because I was trying to pull it out for an hour, and I was done, unfortunately. So I'll join you in like 20 to 30 minutes. How long will you stream for? Approximately 2 hours, kind of give or take it, but an hour 45 minutes to 2 hours, roughly there, Super Squid, if you're wondering. That's my ultimate goal tonight. I was gonna, you know, stream as long as I sort of wanted or can. I mean, I always like to strive for at least an hour. That's my bare minimum for, I guess, my standards, you know. I definitely like to stream a lot more than 30 minutes, even if it's just like not doing very much in Mario Kart. Honestly, it's fine. But yeah, if you want to join in half an hour, by all means, just remind me. Sometimes I don't get many people, and I'll just go to online. But yeah, if interest definitely reappears, I can always reopen the lobbies if we're not getting much activity. That tends to happen, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry, did I mispronounce your name? Do you pronounce Squad? Oh, is this Super Squad? Oh my gosh, I'm brain dead. Maybe I might have said it wrong. Oh my gosh, that's not how you say it. Okay, I must have said it wrong. I don't know why my mind thought it was Super Squid. Anyways, it was something different, I take it. Sometimes that's how you say it. Okay. Oops, hold on. Alright, just trying to. Good. Super Squad. Oh, I meant to say Super Squad. Oh, okay. That was a tongue tie. Oops, my bad. You're not Super Squid, you go by Super Squad 2700. Okay. Oops. Well, that was a tongue twister of myself there then. I think I got it now. You can look and see how it's pronounced. Yeah, I noticed that now. Hey, Flower King 2003, welcome in. Super Squad, like Squadron or Squad. Yeah, that's what I hope I said that correct this time. Oy. Pretty sure it's how it's spelled. I just thought came to mind. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll join you when I get back. Also, yeah, but I prefer people to call me Super. Okay, well, if Super is your go-to, then by all means, I can definitely call you there, Super. I don't think I don't know if anyone else that I know of the name Super. Not that I know of, at least. So, yeah, welcome in, Flower King. Yeah, plenty of spots are open, everyone. So, I mean, as the usual. Otherwise, I may just post them online or something like that. Until we kind of show some interest there. All right, take care there, Super, and we'll be glad to have you for sure. You're gonna join. Awesome. Well, welcome in. All right. Well, code's up on screen if it makes it easier on everyone. Otherwise, you know, you can try to somehow put the friend code in. 1 sec. Let's try to type this back in. There we go. Yeah. All right, we got 2 people in here. I think one of them's probably Flower King. Let's check. I don't know why this is frozen. My bot is like being weird. Anyway. Yeah, welcome in there. I think it's Gavin. How you doing, Gavin? I think Gavin's here and Flower King's here. Okay, so yeah, we'll give it a minute or two in case anyone else wants to join. I'll give them the chance to, you know, tune in. We just sort of started, so I'm kind of, whoops. Oh, that's why it reappeared on my screen. It's all good. My bot was kind of asleep today, so I'm like, you know, trying to make that settled in case we need the Discord link or whatever. Which, by the way, everyone, there is a Discord if anyone's interested. We try to do after party chats there. I might try to do one tonight if the stream doesn't go like too late or if I'm not too tired or something like that. Just to talk about anything in general, you know. As long as it's obviously appropriate enough. I'm usually a-okay with it, so. All right, I think it'd be safe to say. Well, you know what? We'll start it now. We'll do it on 150 with the normal comps and 4 races. And if anyone wants to join throughout, they can, I guess, send me a friend request or wait till the next set, whichever they want to do there. Okay, we'll start with you know, just some Excite Bike. Why not? We'll do some Excite Bike. Excite Bike it is. Yeah, I am very happy, honestly. Well, it's been kind of a weird, I don't know, I wouldn't say weird, I mean, it is a weird day, who knows. For me, I mean, I had work to do, but all was well. So, I don't know, maybe I guess I could bring this up. I'll bring it up in a little bit whenever I feel like it. But at least the issue got fixed. Let's just put it that way. And it involved returning something. Which, oh, what a mess that was. But I managed to fix it, thank God. Because someone apparently didn't know how to do their job, so I was like, well, clearly not. Anyways. I'll kind of get to that in a minute or two, I guess. Welcome in, GF. Says, hey, BF, I'm here now, and I had a nice talk to Nick, and that's why I didn't watch your live stream, but now I'm here, BF. Oh, good to hear. Yeah, I had a nice talk with your friend, or our friend, I should say, Nick. Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, I think he said he'd tune into my stream and stuff if he was up for it. I said, yeah, I can tune in. I don't think I've seen him in live yet, though. I think he goes, I'm pretty sure he goes by Wolf something. I can't remember. It's been a while since he's been in the chat, so. But okay, well, maybe will join in. So yeah, so about that story, I'll kind of fill you in now, guys. Like, so I don't know. I had some work and stuff to do today, right? That was cool and all. So they were roughly around the same amount of money, I guess. So it was like $50 less per se, right? For these earbuds I originally bought. So for whatever reason, I don't know why, I tried everything I could, and this was since last night, because my other buddy showed me out. And anyway, he was kind enough to take me to Walmart to buy these earbuds I was curious to try out. So here it was last night. I charged them up. I was a little bit exhausted. I really didn't want to try them yet. I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait until the morning. They'll be charged. They'll be fine. I tried them. I opened them up. I'm like, oh, there's an indicator. Cool. Put them in my ears, and then I'm like, wait, what the heck? Why don't I hear anything? And then, like, I don't know. And I tried powering them and unpowering them. It was so annoying. Like, you gotta be kidding me. What the heck? I've never had this problem. And I tried downloading the supported app for them. They were a pair of Beats or whatever, so I thought, what the hell? These should work fine. That's an official brand. I thought, okay, doesn't make any sense. And then and the weird part is they were definitely defective, right? Because I could hear the audio, all right, inside the actual case. I thought, what the hell is going on? And so anyway, I thought, what the hell? I never had this problem with earbuds. Now my older pair of earbuds is like it's aged, it's gone due to, like, you know, it being old. That's understandable. But anyways, I went back to the Walmart, the store I shopped from. You know. Anyway, big man. GG's to Flower King. Yeah, GG's. Thank you there. Appreciate the GG's in the chat. But back to my story. Like, it was like, okay, I went to the store, and I read through the policies. Okay, I don't know. I'm not quite understanding. You know, let's go to the store. Anyways, they're opened, right? To consider, they're opened to $100 or $100 some odd dollars pair of earbuds. So, and then the lady kind of was rude to me, and I'm like, okay, you don't have to give me a bit. You kind of sound like you give me a bit of attitude, lady. Like, don't do this. Like, I thought in my head, right? Like, I don't like to add to the fuel, but, you know, when it's needed, I did. And so anyway, it's like, oh no, it says we can't take these back because they're unopened. They're opened or whatever. I'm like, well, what do I do now? It says to go to the support team. They're gonna do what do you want me to do? And then I kind of got a little bit frustrated because, like, he goes, I can't do. I said, oh, you can do something. I said, how about you call the electronics department and show them what's going on? How about that? And then she shut right up, and she would give me a bit of attitude. And I said, you know, I don't need this as a customer for me to give you the attitude or something like that. I told her off. She shut right up. So Gotti comes from electronics, and he goes, oh, what's the problem? I said, you know, I'm trying to return these things. I said, I really don't quite understand what your policy is. I said, you know, these things don't work. And he tried everything he could too himself. He was puzzled. He was itching his head, like, oh, geez, like these should work fine. And I said, it's very, very rare that we get them like this. So there's, you know. I said, well, listen, man, it's not everything's perfect. You're gonna get a defective pair here and there in the factory line, you know. So anyway, I explained that to him, and then he just was fiddling around with them, trying everything he could on my phone and that. And like, I tried all that. I said, I've been doing this all day. I said, what can you do for me? And the guy takes them, and he gave her a dirty look for whatever reason. I don't know why. And he goes, just call me the electronics department. It's like, I'll get you a different pair. I'm like, can it be a different pair? He's like, yes. He's like, it'll be a different pair. He's like, I don't want to give you these again. I said, oh, okay. And we bought these Samsung ones, and he's being truthful and honest about it. He's like, don't buy Beats. He's like, they don't work with Android, even though they say on the box, and this and that. I said, well, clearly not. I said, either they're defective or whatever. Because he said, what phone do you have? I said, the S25 Ultra. He goes, oh, he said, I don't buy these. He's like, I'll tell you what, it's like these are, $50 less or something like this or whatever it was. And said they work fantastic. They sit in the air, no rubber things. And I said, oh, that's fine. I said, you can't give me my money back. Obviously, he's like, tell you what, so what we can do? So we could refund you the difference. This is unfortunately we can't give you the money back fully. So what we can do is we can give you the the balance that they owe me, right? Because these were cheaper, right? Which was win-win money a bit, I guess, for me. So I basically got a little more than half back or so. The way it tallied out, so it was kind of cool, I guess. And then he brought the headphones back and sent the old pair, and ironically, some other lady was there, and she was looking at us sideways, like, well, why didn't they tell you this before? They should have called electronics. And I said, well, I don't know. I said, your other employee there was not too happy when I came in for whatever reason. She goes, oh, well, that's ridiculous, and she got kind of mad, I guess. Not me, but just the situation. So I don't know what happened here, but honestly, it just, something didn't make sense. And, So anyway, end of the day, at least I got money back. And I got a pair that actually works, like they should. So anyway, yeah, I guess I don't know whether it's my question to learn my lesson, but it's just more of like, ooh, like really? They do that? So I don't know. But anyways, I digress, guys. That's kind of my story for today and why it was just kind of a frustrating moment, but thank God I got it fixed. Mr. M, welcome in the stream. Says, what characters you want to make an appearance in Cody versus ACME? I'm not quite sure about the answer to that question there, Mr. M. Welcome in. You're talking about what characters? I'm not sure, to be honest. It's not a question I would really know. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I guess you mean Animal Crossing. I thought you meant Animal Crossing: New Horizons for a second. I didn't quite clue in what games you were talking about. But nonetheless, welcome in. I hope someone else can answer that. I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes I don't know, like, certain short forms, or at least I haven't seen them in a while, for gaming, if it has anything to do with it. And Cisco, yo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Is the act plus me? Act and me? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know the question to that, to be honest. But welcome in, though. How's it going? Hey, it's good to see you back. Appreciate leaving the likes as well, everyone. I do appreciate it. Again, there you go. Y'all kind of overheard my Walmart story, but honest to God, that was a nightmare. It's me. But, like, on their website, I was trying to read on Walmart, like, what is their return policy? And here in Canada, it didn't make quite any sense. It says, oh, if open, they can exchange it or something like this. And according to the store, oh, we can't do that. I was ready to pull up the website and be like, what do you think that says? Or go in your secret little binder in your office and tell me in fine lettering what is your policy. Then I will understand. But anyway, it's a mess. I mean, they should be stating it more clearly. I feel like, with the return policies. It's the only thing that stated clear was like they can't. It said they cannot take anything that's open to do with the gaming, like video games and stuff. But they did say if it was defective, they can, you know, exchange it out for a new one. That definitely makes sense. But anyway. So. Wile E. Coyote. Oh! Wile E. Coyote's soon the ACME. Oh, that stuff. Corporation over the Roadrunner. I now I know what you're. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's. Speaking of a mess, I mean, oh jeez. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, and they stopped showing. What is it? The Bugs Bunny and Tweety show. I remember watching when I was growing up, of course, and you can't even find it anywhere, like on TV or whatever. That's how bad it's getting, I guess. It's like, why? Like, what the hell? I mean, I get it. Like, people are, I understand, like, okay, people are sensitive over stuff, but like, come on, that's what makes the show funny, you know? Like, it's just what it is as a TV show, you know? It's not like a family-friendly, I mean, it's supposed to be, but when I watched the cartoon, I found nothing wrong with it. It was just funny, it was good, you know? It just sucks, man. I miss watching that stuff because now I'm trying to find it. It's like hard to find on DVD now, and like I've lost even track like where to even begin. Because like I see DVDs of it, but then there's like, are they just short like clippets of it? They're not really like the real full show of it, and I don't know. I just remember watching the show called The Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show. That's what it was called, or Teletoons, I guess. That's what the channel was called back in the time, but yeah, so GG's very close score between David and Valor King. So we're great game, everyone. This is Nick Gamer. Welcome in. This is how's it going, Nick Gamer? Welcome. Nick has a question. Oh, you mean Nick Gamer? Yeah. Well, what's the question? I mean, yeah, have to ask away. I'd be able to answer it or not. So. It's a yes or no sometimes, or I'm not sure type of thing. That's the worst case scenario when it comes to a question. But anyway, I appreciate y'all subscribing. Thanks so much again. Again, thanks for liking the stream. If you haven't said it already, probably already did. But all right, code's up on screen. For those of you that want to join, once again, we're here, we're live, so yeah. It's all good here. Do you play Disney Infinity? Disney Infinity? Not really, to be honest. I've heard about it. Like, I don't. Okay, so I don't own the game per se. I played it a little bit, to be honest. It's kind of, it's a little bit weird when I first played it. To me, I didn't play much of the game to really quite like grasp it enough, but it's kind of okay. It's like kind of fairy tale weird. I don't know how to describe it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I mean, certain old Disney games, like I remember back in the GameCube days or whatever it is, you know, like Finding Nemo and stuff like that. Those games I really liked, but Disney Infinity on the other hand, I don't know. It's kind of odd to me, I guess. It's okay, but it just felt weird when I first played it. At least back then, when it first came out. I personally don't own it. Beach W, if you're gonna go do an after party, I'm not going to join because I'm tired. And Beach W, I'll be back going up to Tim's BRB. Okay, sounds good. GF. Yeah, if you can't join, that's fine. If you want to like do our own thing later or not, it's up to you. Just let me know. I want a new 3D Mario Maker. Oh, that'd be interesting to see. Party versus ICME will be better than a single Looney Tunes movies, including Space Jam. Yeah, it could be, you know. True. I have one question. Do you do Michael 1999? I do. From what I recalled, yes. Anyway. Whoa. I had something pause for a second there. I believe I know Michael, yeah. What about Michael 1999? Don't worry, I'll let you know, BF. Yeah, just let me know. Whatever you want. I mean, I'm good for it tonight. Sure, it should be. Well, with my new earbuds now, I'd be able to, what do you call it? Listen in without anyone hearing, which is good. Thank God. My old ones, for some reason, they started doing this. They wouldn't charge at all, like completely. Just they kept going, making weird sounds every time I closed the case. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. Like, okay, it's time to change it. So I did after that. James Scott, welcome to the stream. Doing well. And Awesome Jess, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're all doing good. It's been a bit of a busy day, but honestly, I'm doing well. Doing better at least, like in terms of feeling better. I've been just having I've had like I said, a head cold for the past couple of days, and it sucked, honestly. Like, well, I mean, by Easter I was okay, but this whole nose infection stuff, it really it got me after I'd say after Easter it started kicking in, and it was annoying. So I don't think I've had an old-fashioned head cold in a long time. Because when I first started, it was like last week or something. I thought, what the hell, why is my throat getting sore? And then I realized, uh-oh, I think I got a cold. And then, sure enough, I was right. Sneezing my head off, and that was it. And the worst of it happened. And then I think my mom got it. So, I think my dad's okay. My mom got it, though. I think, unfortunately. Definitely a cold. Anyways, I'm just heading home from work. My coworker is another so he can sign my copy. But how are you? I'm good, thanks. I like to say good, thanks for asking. I mentioned before how like I'm feeling better and stuff. Like a couple days ago when I tried streaming, it was hard for me to even like talk and stuff. Like it was worse then. I don't know, like I wasn't per se contagious then or yesterday, but like I remember I was before Easter I definitely was, unfortunately. It's the time of year, I guess. I'm just glad to be much better. But yeah, this whole I think this past last week was not great. Because of that. I don't know, all I did was stay home, I think, before that. Yeah, well I did because I didn't want to get anyone else sick. Justin Parks, welcome to the stream. This is yo, what up, Matt? My dude, how's the stream coming along? GG's. It's been well, thanks for asking. Been a bit of a busy day, but again, you know, I've been well, doing better at least. In terms of like feeling not so sick anymore, which is good. Yeah, thanks there, Justin. Welcome in. Yeah, it's been well, honestly. Yeah, despite my Walmart story, which I kind of had already explained earlier. I don't know if you heard yet, but it involved a return, basically. Long story short, I ended up getting like my money back, and then, well, the way it worked out was as long as I bought something else in the store, earbud related, I'm like, alright, so. But I got ones that actually worked, so that was nice. But it took a bit of prying, let's just put it that way, annoying, because they made it hard, put it that way. And one of them basically was clueless, and it's like, well, you're telling me obvious stuff that this simply won't be a help, so then what I wanted, so it worked out. Anyway. Yeah, it's like that. The whole. I still say that the whole situation with like here in Canada, at least, like our Walmart in Canada, they should at least have their policy kind of straight up proper, especially online before marching the store, because like it's like, well, I said, look, I said, I kept pointing their policy, and I said, pull out your magical book in your office and show me then. And then they shook their heads and like, oh, there you go. And then they gave me the freaking thing. So it was frustrating, but like, look, I was being kind and honest at first, and someone decided to give me attitude for basically no reason. I'm like, clearly you're miserable at work. I can kind of see that, and the fact is you're just simply not doing your job properly. So another, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm digressing from that. It's a messy world out there sometimes. It really is. It's awesome, bro. Of course, welcome. Also, I'm super hyped today from earlier. Just got direct my favorite Starbucks dark chocolate cookie crumble frappuccino. Oh, coffee, I think it was. Eva coconut milk. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that there, Justin. It sounds delicious and refreshing. Emilio Mena. Hey, how's it going, Emilio? Welcome in. It's been a very long time since I've seen you. Welcome in. I remember you. It's been a bit. Quite a bit, actually. Wow. Yeah, welcome in. I recognize a couple of older faces in here, which is great. Yeah, there's I'm not surprised. There was a lot of people coming back. I guess what do you call it? I mean, I kind of get it. There's work schedules and things like that. So I'm just I've been feeling kind of out of it lately. Well, just sick wise, but feeling better now. Enough to drive me crazy sometimes. Thank goodness I'm not feeling that way now. I've not have been able to still stream. God, I was out of commission for the last few days. Good, you? I'd say I'm good. I'm doing better, like I said. Appreciate you asking there, Lulu. Been well, I've been really, like I said, I should say, was not feeling great, but now I'm better. Glad no one else got sick other than my mom, but it's unfortunate. What are you gonna do? Now she's trying to get over it now. It's definitely a head cold what I had. It just attacked my sinuses. The Mute City, I guess. Hey, welcome back there. Oh yeah, Super. Yeah, that's what you call that's how I pronounce your name. Well, or you preferred at least. Welcome back. Warriors Goldmine. I think this is one of the soundtracks I played at the beginning of the stream, if I remembered. At this final race, guys, I'm gonna put it like on a BRB. Not to worry, I'll be right back. I just gotta go do some just a garbage run, and then be right back. And that's about it. Awesome, sounds good. Yeah, I'll definitely, well, you can join, hopefully during my BRB break there, and I'll try to pin the code up there as well while I'm gone. And get a chance to join while I'm on BRB. I'm on the wall here. Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. I appreciate you. Totally get it. I know there's a lot of hype going on with Mario Kart and stuff, and great to see. Definitely a high interest of the game right now. I can definitely see that. with that being, well, coming up to, coming up quick, I'd say so myself. It definitely will, you know, when the release date comes out. I'm really hoping I'll get a pre-order. Like, as much as, like, people, and I'm sure in this chat, like, if you're, I don't know if y'all are pre-ordering it, but I definitely will be. It's just a matter of if I can get my hands on one. And yeah, I mean, shoot, once I get my hands on a pre-order, I'll be good. Honestly, then I'll make some plans. Gee, good luck, you guys. Do your best. Thanks there, Justin. No, I'm not quite sure. Probably not too long, but I'm usually back when I can. They're super. I think we were concerned there. It won't be like terribly long. Shouldn't be. I just gotta run down my stairs, get a glass of water, and then... Yeah, it doesn't stop anyone from joining. Like, you guys can join if you want. What I'll do is I'll pin the, like, code up on the screen, because I know it'll be kind of covered with my BRB, but... Oh, shoot, I'm really falling off here. And I'll definitely get a chance to put it up there before I do that. What the heck? It's like a shell. Oh, I see it right there. I mean, I got 5th, so we'll take it. GG. Good game. Nick Polarpay is the winner again. Oh, good game on that. So, a great game. And that being said, I'll be right back, everyone. So stand by. I'll put the code up on screen, and if everyone wants to join, they can do so. I'm gonna put the. I'll do that right now, actually. So it'll be 9 UVK 3. I'm gonna try pinning that message, and then I'm gonna do that. All right. You're right back, guys. The code is up on screen, and yeah, feel free to join. And as I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, everyone. Super Sazzy's and okay, great. Glad to have you. Of course, you're welcome, Matt. Also, I hope the Nintendo Switch 2 can release Dragon Ball Z. Oh, game remake, right? Dragon Ball. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Sparking Zero. Why does it have to be on Xbox Series X? I know, right? Yeah, that's true. That is true. I can understand your frustration. You know, and that's, I mean, that'd be cool if they did that, you know, for the Dragon Ball Z fans and if the anime, especially that. I'm sure there'll be some anime games on the Switch too. I have no doubts about it. Oh, got somebody else in here. All right. We'll go with, I guess, we'll do Maple Tree Way. I'm most excited. I mean, I'd say the top games, like, okay, Mario Kart's the obvious one, Mario Kart World. But I'm looking forward to like the new Kirby content and stuff like that. Zelda, not really. I don't know. The only thing I wanted to consider maybe streaming again, and I've kind of said this before from my past streams, is that like I wanted to restream Wind Waker for the celebration of like the GameCube coming out for the Switch 2. That was kind of what I wanted to do, but I don't know. Zelda. I mean, it's an old game. The new stuff. It's like, we've seen it already, kind of a thing. I don't know. Anyway, hey, Twisted J, welcome in the stream. Good to see you. I think you just hopped in here. I thought that was your me character. Welcome in. Nice, we got another player in here. Yeah, everyone's definitely hyped about Mario Kart World. I think I was very on the fence debatable. Like, here's the thing with me. I like the idea, at least that they bundled in Mario Kart World. The thing I don't like is it's just download code. I don't like that. I don't know. Because like and get this, so like I remember when I played on the original Xbox One when I got it back in the day, that came with an actual disc, like with the console. That was I really like that idea, far more better than a download code, at least in my opinion. Now, the thing with that is, if my only choice was to get that bundle and say they had no other Switches left, fine, I'll deal with it and then maybe buy a hard copy later. That's fine. I had the Mario Kart, I had the Switch too. I'll deal with it. It's fine. But if I had the other option, whereas, you know, I buy both the game, you know, on its own along with the console, yes, I'd do that first. That was my first option, right? I mean, alongside with it, I was hoping to get the first, the second Switch 2 Pro controller. I was hoping to pre-order that. Now, the thing is, I don't know whether pre-orders are going to go live with the accessories the same day as the console, question mark. I mean, no one really, I guess, knows, and like, I mean, that's a big question. And, you know, there's all these accessories too, and there's a whole price difference going on because of, you know, our current world situations, which I'm not going to talk too much about here, but yeah. I think it's what it is. It is what it is. It's part of, in my opinion, it's just triple inflation rate, and you know they're just doing it. But I think a lot of people are at least happy, at least I am, with the console price. That's the main thing, at least in my opinion. The most expensive thing on the list is always the console. The accessories are probably this, I say maybe second most expensivest, depending on what you're buying, maybe, argumentatively. Like, games are definitely, you know, expensive too. You know, with the whole Mario Kart 8 price and stuff like that, which is why, like, I mean, I simply don't care. I'll still buy it, you know, separately, but if not, then it's fine. I'll go with the bundle, but I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I'm really hoping I can get just the standalone Switch 2 and deal with it that way. Both depends too, you know? I mean, even if that was the only thing I was able to pre-order that day, I'm fine with it, you know? Yeah, I mean, we can definitely VC if you want. Sure, it's been a while. Yeah, I mean, after the race is done or something, might as well. I'm down. It's been a while. We'll do some, little commentary there. Cool. I'd imagine there was probably, I don't know. The majority of people, I guess some people are saying I really don't want to pick up the Switch 2 because of the price, and then others tend to always say, well, I know, but you can't always put price up first. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because you're gonna then, you know, the trick is you're gonna miss out on all the exclusives. It's like, oh well, that's too bad. It's the only way to do it. You know. So, anyways. Oh, ouch! I got my own fire. And the thing is, with the accessories, I don't know. I definitely Pro Controller would be my top one. Getting at least one game, yeah, with it. That would be good. And then what else? I can get my hands even just on like a carrying case. That'd be cool. You know, something like that. It's kind of why it's like what I did with my first Switch. I got the carrying case, which I still can't believe I still have. It was a not second party. Oh no, it was first party, something like that. And I remember getting it. I think I pre-ordered it even back then, something like that. And then I ended up getting a screen protector for it too. It was like a screen protector and a game case combo. It's probably what I want to do this time too, if I can get it. I don't know. I mean, they have two different carrying cases. Like, I definitely like the idea of the all-in-one. You know, protects, because sometimes, I mean, sure, my Switch sits there, but it also, it's like anything else in the world, always collects dust. So, I'm kind of thinking like, besides it, you know, taking to Buddy's house, I'd like to have that big case. Like, and that's what I have for the first Switch. I bought it later, I think, was one of those, all-in-one cases. And, yeah, I use it just honestly if I'm not using my Switch for a while, like for the weekend, I just put it away and keep it wrapped up, and it keeps the dust off it, basically. But I don't know, it's just at least a dust protector, in my opinion. Third, yay. Awesome, super. Also, they're twisted. I will start the VC. Oh, if I can here. Whenever you can join, I'll start it. Awesome. Well, there you go. Got first and third. You Twisted?
What's up?
Yo, welcome in. How you doing?
Yeah, doing good. I think it's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Yeah, well, I hope everyone can hear you okay in the chat, and if you're not too loud, let me know. No, I think you're good. I just want to make sure that the audio wasn't out of sync or whatever. I think it high pitched for a split second, but I think we're good now. Yeah, literally. Yeah, we were just talking about Switch 2 a little bit in the chat there. I definitely don't blame people because that's a highly anticipated console, I guess, and it's, you know, this Mario Kart is one of those top games now. I was in the dang Switch 2. The only thing I don't like is they're gonna include that stupid download code. Why? Just put the actual game in there. I don't know. That's just my opinion, at least. So that's literally gonna, for collectors like myself, it's just gonna make it like, oh, I gotta buy the game twice now because I gotta get the hard copy of it, which is freaking annoying. But you know that, I mean, at least you have the option of like where you're gonna buy the standalone Switch, which is I'd like to do, and then just get the game separate, you know, as a from a collector's perspective. But I mean, sure, the Mario Kart bundle has that little sticker thingy, whatever the different kind of box art, but I don't know. I couldn't care for it. Yeah. Yeah, Mario Kart's been hit or miss for me too, as of late. I've been grinding out to second and third, sometimes fourth. Yeah. I mean, man, playing on F-Zero right now. Well, the stronger lightning defense there. I was trying to say, wow. Okay, that was actually pretty lucky. I ended up getting that the correct timing, I guess. Anyway, GG's. Wow, good game. Awesome. Yeah. Alright, great game. Well, I mean, I could always re-explain it again, but you probably weren't here with my Walmart story there, Twisted. Well, I can explain to you, because you're in my chat, so... So they're hearing it again, I mean, whatever. Cool, I'm repeating it. Well, what had happened was, this was yesterday, I went to, my buddy basically drove me to Walmart eventually to get these, they're a pair of Beats headphones, like, you know, Dr. Dre, you know, oh, they're sure sick, $100 pair of headphones. Oh, I figured they'll work on Android too. Cool. Bring them home, I open up the box, and then, well, I charge them up and find out that they don't power properly for whatever reason. I was like, what the hell's going on? This is barely bad. And I tried everything I could. I kept opening up the case the way it's showing it. And I tried looking at videos. Oh my god. So I'm like, okay, this is driving me nuts. And the thing was fully charged. It kept flashing, wouldn't work. And I got fed up. I like repackaged it. I don't know. I freaking taped it up the box. I'm like, this is. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna see what Walmart has to say. So I go to Walmart and this lady looked a little bit miserable. I don't know. I didn't want to try to make her day miserable, but anyways, people are what they are, unfortunately. So, I literally ended up, my guy went, I said, hey, I don't know what's going on. These are not, working properly at all, really. And I said, you know, what can you do here? And she gives me like a blank stare. He's like, so, well, it opened? I said, well, yeah. I said, that's the problem. I said, you know. And she says, oh, well, I don't know if we can do anything about that. I'm like, pardon me? I said, get me somebody from electronics, please. And I got a little bit frustrated because she gave me attitude. And so anyway, welcome back, there, GF. Yeah, welcome back. And anyway, and I said, oh, no, no, you know what? You get me somebody from electronics. I said maybe they can help me with the issue. So I did. So you did just that. She shut right up after I said that, and the guy didn't look at he looked at her. He's like, well, what's the problem? Like what is this? I said, well, look, man. I said I got these home yesterday. Or today, you know, from yesterday, and said I woke up and they wouldn't work at all. I wanted to listen to some music, you know, and he was playing around with it, even with my phone settings and everything. He tried everything he possibly could, even like just as much as I did. He goes, yeah. I said these are not working at all. And he tried it with his iPhone, and I said, well, can you try it on your iPhone? I'm just curious, man. He's like, yeah, I got. It's like I have an iPhone. Whatever it was, I forget what he said, right? I said, oh, okay. And then he's like, yeah, they work fine on my iPhone. I said, well, how come they don't work on my Android? It says right on the box. It says it works with Android and Apple. What the hell? I said, what is this garbage? He's like, no, don't worry. He goes, he's like, I'll bring you over electronics and we'll get you something else. I said, oh, okay. So I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with the price difference? You know, as we were walking, he's like, no, no, no. He said, don't worry, we'll take care of it. I said, okay. I said, well, look, I said I had my eye on these Samsung guys for they're about 150 bucks, right? So I got like $100 back, and so anyway, at that point, he came back with the old pair, and he had the new pair in his hand, and then a different lady, for whatever reason, was there, and she goes, "Oh, what's up with these?" I said, "How come he got called from electronics?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I felt like this other lady," and I told the other lady the truth. I said, "I felt like I was given not very good, nice face here." I said, "You know, I just came in peacefully, asking like, you know, what I can do here." And according to her, it's like, and I told her what happened. She's like, "Oh, yes." She's like, "Well, we'll just do the difference. It doesn't matter." She kind of shook her head, and I thought, "Oh, what the hell?" So she scanned the barcode, but did her whatever job, of course, like as she should. And the electronic guy was standing there, making sure everything was okay. And then I opened the box there just to make sure they freaking worked. I said, listen. I looked at both of them. Said, I don't want to leave the store. I want to make sure these damn things work. And I made sure of that. And I tried everything. And the guy says he gave me some pointers on how to use the thing. He says, yeah, they work really good. They work well. They work perfectly fine. I said, yeah, definitely. I can see that now. And I said, great. And of course I smiled. I said, thanks for your help. You know. And that was it. So I left. So, oh god, what a freaking nightmare that was. It was ridiculous. And on their freaking website, I don't know. I'm so confused. Like what their policy was with opened earbuds to return to Walmart of a defective issue, according to what that's what happened, right? So I don't know if that was the case or not. I just didn't want to get the same ones because of that reason. So. Anyway, I think I fighted for that one a little bit. That was annoying. So I don't know whether the hell they did me a favor because they saw how frustrated I was. So I got argued with the stupid other one, the original one that was trying to serve me, and she just walked away like a freaking I don't know miserable bat out of hell. So. Oh. And then I went to go get like an iced coffee just for some stress reliever. I'm like, oh fuck! I'm like, thank God I got money back. And and then the both of them told me, they said, we can't refund you the full amount. So what we can do is that's just part of the policies. What we can do for you is you know give you the difference back. So that would be fine. And then they just did that. So anyway. And I sat in the McDonald's and I overheard the guy in the electronics, and he goes, he was laughing at somebody, I don't know. He's like, why'd you do to the customer? He's like, why are you cheating him like that? I overheard. I thought, okay. But I think I'm overhearing something funny. And then Susie goes, well, I don't know. He says, that's according to the policy. And then I overheard the electronics guy. He goes, no. He said, you refer to this and this and that. And I can hear it in his like accent. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord. And anyway, he's like, you don't do that. And I think he got frustrated with her too, right? He's like, you call me if you have a problem next time, blah, blah, blah. And I overheard him. I'm thinking, oh, my Lord. And then it was silent after that. What a mess. So clearly, someone either didn't know what they were doing, or I don't know. It's weird. Like I said, the whole situation is just freaking annoying. It's like, well, you should have done that the first time and told me the real reason. Don't just beat your bush around it and assume, oh, we can't do anything and bring it to freaking support. What's that gonna do me? Nothing. So anyway.
Yeah, definitely bang.
Yeah.
Let's suck it. I gotta do the voice.
Sure. Nice. I got my iced coffee and Wendy her drink and a $50 Google Play card. Oh, awesome. For your Android. Of course, I should know that. Yeah, they were a pair of $100 Beats earphones. I don't know if anyone else experienced that issue with Beats, but I certainly did. Well, Beats headphones are pretty expensive, but I thought they'd be cool to use. Okay, I'll give them a try. I figured they look nice. Well, apparently not. They fit well. It's too bad, but these ones fit well as well. As I was trying to say. These pair of Samsungs. I got the Buds 3 or whatever, like the newest model, I guess. So, they work fine. Honestly, like I'm happy with them. I could use them within my Samsung app, which is very nice, and then because I have an Android phone, of course, and then I can just customize like the amount of bass I want and everything like that. So I'm more satisfied with these than I was with the previous ones. I tried downloading the stinking Beats app. I freaking uninstalled it the minute I got that fixed because I got so annoyed. So yeah. Anyway, I got kicked out. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear it. They're super. Oh, that really sucks. Hopefully, I can rejoin. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully, you'll be able to get back in. Yeah, it happens. You know, I've gotten kicked out of games too. And that's what I'm hoping with the Switch too, is that they will improve those issues with people getting kicked out or the internet activity issues and all that. Because there's complete dog crap going on when it comes to the online service. At least that's what people say and what I've noticed. So, anyways. Yeah, I guess that's my rant with freaking Shitstorm Walmart, I'm calling it now. I don't know who's freaking in the right and the wrong. I honestly think the employee just didn't want to do their job. That's how I feel about it. I don't know, man.
I'd probably do the same if I was having a bad day.
Well, clearly this lady was, and, you know, I gave her the indication, like, you know, just shut right up and call somebody else that knows more about it. Because if you can give me more attitude about it, then don't maybe run all the way to the electronics. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a douche, but honestly. Anyway. At least the guy didn't sound like one. Thank God. But yeah, it just, I think the guy was a little frustrated, not with me per se, but I think he was frustrated with the employee, like that was doing the returns, or tried to do the returns. Sorry? I think so, yeah. Oh, if I'm spectating now. Yeah, unfortunately we have to spectate, but we'll be doing another a game at least, of course. From what I can see in my time slot here. Yeah, man, it's a real messy world out there. Some people are not a brace button, you know, and they should sometimes know better in a certain degree when they don't. So. Started giving me years like, you know, you can call her support. So what the hell for? So they're not gonna do anything for me. Considering I tried everything, isn't I, you know. And that's what I said. I said, you know what, you called electronics. I want to speak to somebody in person. That's when I just got to the bottom of this. I did. There was people standing behind me too, and they overheard. The older guy's like, "Oh, I guess no one knows how to do their job these days." So he kind of chuckled and said, "Yeah, no kidding." He was kind of laughing his head off. He said they should have explained the policy to you the first time. I said, "Well, they didn't." Anyway. Yeah. I'm still going to watch your live, yeah, but going to do my last comment. Hope you have a good night, and hope everyone else has a good night as well. Yeah. Okay, sounds good there, Jeff. Thanks for the heart emoji. I love it. Take care. Oh well, yeah, if you're still gonna watch it, that's fine. If like that's one of your main comments, that's what I was trying to say. Wait. Yeah, it's been a weird day, I guess, you know. And then to make things not so good either, I guess, friggin' bus breaks down on the way home, so that was good. And then it took longer to get home because of it. That was annoying. Popped tire apparently, and that's what happened. And then the bus was stopped in the middle of the road, which was bad. Oh, and this I must have been a guy that was like psycho or nuts. He tried getting on the bus today, and he kept making working weird sounds, and like he had like a Gatorade bottle on him or something. He was drinking from it. Well, it was a Gatorade he probably bought from the store or something. And he has a rip bag and stuff. He's like, as he goes, well, I got here. He's like, I can get on the bus, right? Like this, out of nowhere. And he's like, yeah, it's this much, right? And I go, that goes, what? And he started walking past him. He's like, sir, are you trying to deny me right now? He's like, oh yeah. He says the F-bomb like this. He's like, I don't need that shit like this. And he keeps basically saying like crazy like stuff like that. And then the guy got fed up immediately. He goes, get off my bus. He's like, I've had it with it. He's like, get off my bus. And he goes, why should I get off? I said, because you're not paying the fee, or was, right? Which is true. And of course, the guy is like, what do you mean I'm denying you? He's like, you just did. That's what you did. And then he goes, oh, yeah, I guess I did, didn't I? Like this. And then he was like hanging out at the bus stop, apparently, like. And then I guess he got off, I don't know, the next bus stop or something. And then he called on the phone or something, like probably, and he's like, oh, don't let this guy on the bus, blah, blah, blah. And so, because the probably guy suspected of him, probably. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm sure he never got let on a bus after that. And anyway, yeah. So basically, he refused to pay the bus, which is pretty stupid. Anyway, that's what happened there. But seriously, man, like, you pay for the bus, that's what you gotta do. You know? You can't just assume that. Oh, it's still the same code. Okay, cool. At least the code doesn't change, thank God. That's why I left that as a pinned message. I was like, you know what, leave it as a pinned message. If anyone wants to join in throughout, they can. Instead of doing the friend code thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's been said too, we were talking about Pro Controllers with the Switch too. I think you can use your original Pro Controller on the Switch too. At least that's what's been said. I don't know if it's entirely true. That's great if you do, because it'll save people money. We don't have to bother upgrading your controller. I only want to because there's different triggers at the bottom and stuff. Be good for specific games. But I'd like to use them on, maybe like map the mode differently. So I like the triggers at the very bottom. At least I personally like that design. So yeah. Oh, yeah, we're still playing. Yeah, we're still playing. We haven't ended yet. Like I said, they released in their game at least, which is this one. Oh, yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know how much of an experience. I mean, the only time I truly got freaked out was probably the time I think I talked to you or said this story. I don't know. Do you ever remember me telling you about the Chinese food thing? They're twisted. A Chinese food story, and that involved money. Oh, well, I can re-explain that story definitely to you, if you want. I mean, Ah, it's fine. I'll explain that one. That was a long time ago anyway. But so it's a place called the Mandarin. You know, it's a chain restaurant. There's a few Mandarins around throughout Canada and stuff like that. It's a buffet, but it's also a takeout place. So anyway, it's a Chinese food place. It's good stuff, right? Now the thing is, we got some takeout food from there. They're like, get your name and phone number, cool. We're gonna pick it up in this amount of time. That's good. Then I went to go pick it up, and they're like, oh, what's the phone number? They said, all right. And I gave them the phone number, and then they're like, and then the lady just picks up the order, and then they're like, all right, it'll be this much. I'm like, all right, cool. It'll be on debit card. So, of course, I thought, ooh, this feels a bit heavy. Maybe there's extra stuff in there. And then we ripped open the bag, and then my mom goes, "Oh my God, we got the wrong order." I said, "What?" I said, "What?" I said, "Where's the receipt?" And then the receipt was on the bag, and it said, "Well, there's the phone number." But what? And then I said, "But it says the same name." She goes, "Oh my Lord, they should have asked. They should have clarified this." I said, who served you? I said, "Oh, somebody there did. They screwed up." And then they called the house, of course, about it, and they're like, "Oh, meeting me." He's like, "Oh, your son, oh, he overpaid. He overpaid." I'm like, "What the hell? I didn't know that." And then so what do you want us to do? And then it's like, bring the food back like this. I thought, I said, I'm gonna give him shit for this one. So then we ended up going back there. The freaking food that was annoying enough. So we had this ripped bag of food. So what the hell was I gonna do? Serve it to the customer now? That's kind of stupid. And then this old lady that was there, and she goes, "Oh my God!" It's like, "What happened?" I said, "I think is this supposed to be yours?" Kind of smiled, and she goes, "Yes." And I said, "Well, she said, did someone screw up in there?" I said, "I think they did." And then she goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "This is ridiculous." I said, "You're telling me?" And I said, she's like, "Well, I don't want that now." I said, "Yeah, I don't blame you." I said, "They told me to bring it back." Welcome back, James Scott. Welcome to the stream. And so anyway, the lady goes, I don't know what to do here. And then I thought, okay. And I said, hi. I said, where's my order here and now? I said, she goes, "Oh, this is the right food." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, don't jump it here. I said, "That food's got to be cold sitting there." I said, "Look at the amount of time and gas it took me to take it here." And she started giving me the gears a bit here about it. And I said, "Well, what do you want to do with this food here? This customer's definitely not going to want it after I opened it. You're just going to throw it in the garbage, right? Is that how it's going to work?" And she had her just sort of like, I don't know. She says, "Oh, no, we want the food back." I said, "No, I want your manager. I don't care who you are." I said, "I want your manager. I'm not." I said, "I'm getting frustrated with you." And I was mad, really mad. And the bartender or whatever that was sitting looking there, he was like shitting bricks, like he didn't know what to say. I think I scared him, or I scared the other. I must have scared the living shit out of them because I was furious. And the guy knew that, like, you know, obviously I had a right to be mad. So, and like, honestly, God. Oh, and I'm just gonna go relax after your live. Take a nap or something. Okay, that sounds good there, Jeff. That's fine. Back to my story there. Like, they basically, the manager came up and he goes, "Oh, what's the problem?" And I said, "Well," I said, "I don't know who served me here." I said, "Look at it." I said, I'm not happy right now." I said, this food," I said, "I ripped it open here, assuming this was our order." So look at the receipt number and all that. He goes, "Oh yeah, very similar names." He says, No, so that's not right." I said, "Yeah, it definitely wasn't right." And I said, he says, "Well," he says, "this is why we could refund you, I guess." And I said, "You guess?" I said, "I want the refund fully." So this food's gonna be cold, And I said, who knows where? I said, with this customer, and then this other lady here is very upset. I said, I think she wants her money back too. And I spoke for her. And he's, oh, okay. He says, okay, okay. It's like he's like put his hands up like like I was gonna freaking shoot him. And he gave me the full refund. And gosh, Jesus, like all the money back, and I got the food for free, including the food I ripped open. So, yeah. And I told him, I said, what are you gonna do? Throw us in the garbage? I said, we'll eat it all. Oh god, what a mess. So yeah.
That's probably one of my worst. Like, I don't have a job if I work at like a restaurant.
I was literally, you know what? I talked like Chef Ramsay a little bit in that scenario too. I think that's what kind of scared them. I'm like this is disgusting. Like I literally said that. They were so scared when I said that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, yeah. Yeah, you want to hear from a guy like me, because then, you know, ooh, it's not good. No, jeez. I mean, holy smokes, you know? But really, that was just frustrating, too. I don't know what was worse, Walmart or that. Probably the Chinese food was just as challenging. Yeah. Especially as a return customer. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, man. I just so we got extra food that day, which is a bonus. And that other lady just apparently got her money back too and walked right out, really like super pissed. Like didn't want a thing. I don't blame her. Yeah. She's like, well, I'm going somewhere else. I so she piped up and thought, holy smoke. But she heard how mad I was. You know. I think they were both a pain in the ass, honestly, dealing with them in freaking Walmart today. Jesus. Holy crap, they got the freaking manager over. I mean, that was annoying. That was a nightmare that time. The bartender was like, oh, here, you gotta like take the money, like I was gonna freaking punch him in the face. Yeah. Well, it wasn't his fault, but I mean, I knew it wasn't. It's just he's just the handler of the money. It's like holding someone freaking, you know, accountable for something. Like, oh my god, you know. Honestly. Yeah. Jeez. To be honest, can complain. Yeah. Well, I can't complain anymore now that I got my problem fixed, like I said from today. Oh. It's slippery. I think there'll be Rainbow Road in the new Mario Kart. Maybe there will be. If there is, all I'm gonna say is it's not gonna be a surprise to me. I mean, you know, if there was, then alright. It's fine. Take it for what it is. The new Rainbow Road, that's kind of. What the hell? I'm trying to plug in my Pro Controller. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say that's the last thing I'm gonna need is a broken Pro Controller before Switch 2. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Alright. Do Rocky Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with this one. Yeah. Just thinking of the problems I had. I'm trying to remember, honestly. Oh, here's another one. It didn't have anything to do with returns or money or nothing. So it's a public sidewalk. There was this near this. I'm like this was brutal. So what happened was that's really how I felt because of the situation. So like IRL, I'm usually like this. So whatever. It can be whatever it is. Like honestly, it was a public sidewalk, right? And I walk around, and there's this fitness for like women only, right? And I'm like, oh, here we go, off the top of my head. And this freaking lady, they're probably in her freaking 40s, comes up and she goes, "Oh, you can't walk here, just so you know." I'm like, who says who? Is that you that's saying this to me? She goes, "Well, yeah, we don't allow people to walk through here." Who? I said, "Oh, really?" I said, and this is not a public place for people to walk, is it not?" She goes, well, actually," and I said, "Actually, it is a public place for people to walk, so you're gonna have to live with it, okay?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah, like this." I'm thinking, yeah. In other words, I'm thinking, just shut right up, okay? You're saying the wrong thing to me. And then I said, "Can I see your head person here?" And tell him what you did. And I said, and of course this other older lady comes out. And he's like, "What's happening?" I said, look, she's giving me a problem here by going through a sidewalk that's clearly for the public, and this and that." And she goes, "Oh, well, I don't know what I said there." I said, "You did say that. You're in denial." And then, and I said, "See that camera up there?" I said, "Does it record our audio?" And the manager goes, "Oh, yes." I said, "Well, you better view that footage." I said, "She's trying to lie to you, just so you know." And then she goes, "Oh, I'll view it in 1 second here." So then I go in and out the building there. She does, and she goes, "Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all." I said, "No." I said, "She shouldn't be saying that." And then I think she gave her real shit for it. And anyway, that was that. And ever since then, I haven't had any problems. So that's how stupid that person was. Honestly, that day. Got to the bottom of that real fast. That's all I can say. That was, God. Anyway, GG's. Was that the thing with Walmart and Mandarins? Was that today? BF BTW almost said Baviant. Oh, that's okay there, Jeff. No, this is a different story. I already re-explained the Walmart and the Mandarin one. Those are 3 different stories. So yeah. 2 were definitely to do with money. I mean, only Walmart, like, they couldn't refund the full amount, but at least they gave me something less than expensive, but now they're able to refund the money. So it's like, I'll take it for sure. Anyway, trying to figure out. There's another freaking ridiculous story. I can't remember now. It'll come to me. Do yet another one. Oh, okay, I remember now. So, well, this is something that is, let's just say this, in my town that's not, it's not, I quote, really fully enforced here, but, riding bikes on the sidewalks, there's not bike lanes everywhere. I personally use the sidewalk. I don't like using, the road, whatever. And anyways, this older guy freaking says, "You can't be riding a sidewalk, eh?" Like, he goes like this, and I said, "Pardon?" I said, "Well, it's not fully enforced, right?" And he goes, "Oh, you can't do that. He said, you go on the side of the road." I said, "To get myself killed?" He goes, "No, it doesn't matter." He says, you just gotta be careful." I said, "Pardon me?" And I could tell the guy is super frustrated for no reason. He probably shouldn't have said anything to me. And I got pissed at him back. And I said, "Look, man," I said, "you're in my way." I said, don't waste my time over this. And he goes, you know, you got a helmet on, but you shouldn't be doing that, you know, like this. I said, I shouldn't be doing jack shit, okay? I said, stop telling me that shit. I said, you're just, I said, you're that, and I said, no offense, I said, no offense to you, dude, old man. I said, you're being frustrating to me right now, and this and that. And then, the funny part is, there was a cop that was walking down the road, alright, and he overheard from the, I'm pretty sure from the beginning, alright? And I was a little bit, you know, kind of embarrassed. And he goes, what seems to be the problem here? And I said, look, I said, what if I had to, you know, go into that driveway right there? I said, I had to use some of the sidewalk anyways. So why should that matter? And the cop was laughing his head off. He goes, sir, what's the issue? And he tried voicing his opinion. He's like, well, you shouldn't be doing it. It's just enforced, you know. And he was laughing his head off, and he goes, have a good day, sir. And he didn't want to deal with it, kind of like this. And he's like, you can ride the sidewalk, doesn't matter. And I go, oh, if he's probably laughing at it because it's something so stupid and silly, like, you know. Like, the cop literally just, I think he just, like, what? Like, why even going after somebody for that? And I told him what happened is he blocked my view for no reason. I said, imagine this, what if I had to go through here? And he said, just to get myself killed? And he goes, no, you're right. He says, yeah, you do what's best for your safety. He just got a point. And, yeah. So I think he told the guy to get, in a way, kindly, just to get lost, and I think he's tried to talk back to the police guy, which is probably a bad idea. He shouldn't have. And he's like, "Well, what do you mean? You just got bylaw or something like this?" He's like, and he goes, and the police try to explain to him like how bylaw works. He's like, well, "What do you mean? Well, that's not their job." Like this, I kept hearing it from him, and then I think the end of the conversation pretty fast. So yeah, was not having it. Basically, the old guy basically eventually just left and waddled off, and he basically just sat there like freaking, I don't know what he was doing. He's like moping or freaking super depressed because he lost over something so stupid. I mean, it's not worth it, man. You know, like I see people do stuff they shouldn't all the time. You know what? Like, it's not my job or place to complain about it. You shouldn't. You can get freaking punched in the face. Like literally. Anyway. Oh yeah, I digress from that thing. No, I know the 3 story are different, but what I was saying was the thing and what happened at Walmart entrance, did it happen today or something? An awesome, oh, I got 7th there, super. No, yeah, the Walmart thing happened today, and the Mandarin and the other thing happened a while ago. The Walmart is what happened today, yes. There, do you have to clarify? Which is why I kind of went in order with the stories. They were literally from chronological order, because that's how they happened. So, I was in college at the time when that stupid bike problem happened. That was ridiculous. I haven't had a problem since, honestly, which is good. Who cares? Like, just I don't see the. I mean, look, I've seen people on the sidewalk. They stand to the side, or if it's a really busy intersection, blah blah blah. I just kind of slow down, and just let them pass. Big whoop. Who cares? You know. It's just like it really, you know. Oh. Well, anyway. Like, okay, imagine this. That person doesn't know that. What if I had to go to a house that was like right on the sidewalk? I gotta use the sidewalk a little bit. Makes it sound like I can't use a square inch of the sidewalk at all. How ridiculous sounding it was. Anyway. No, I still did it since then. I really couldn't care less. So. In my opinion, using bike lanes are dangerous still, to this day. I still think they're dangerous. Riding on the road is dangerous. As a bicyclist. you know? So yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're better off on the sidewalk because chances are you'll be a lot more safe. And what if I have to go into that parking lot or say that house? You know, and I'm just all of a sudden pull over. What if a car freaking hits me? You don't know that. So, anyway, those are probably my top stories I've been through. You know, that I recalled actually. Just they were all pretty ridiculous ones too. And of course, all of them involved people that were not so good, not so nice. There's that freaking old geezer now. Oh my god. I literally called him in my head. I'm like, you freaking old geezer. Anyway. Oh, okay. If I was just wondering, that's all, Jeff. Okay, Jeff. There's another freaking. Oh my god, this came to my mind. Speaking of freaking old people. Well, this involved my neighbors. But what happened there was they had a freaking security camera pointing right at our backyard, actually. And the wife gave him shit for it. Alright. And I went in their house and I saw where the security camera's pointing. And the wife was not happy about it after I told the husband there about it. So yeah. I told him, I said, yeah, no, that's pretty invasive what you did there. And stuff like that. And then guess what? The camera got taken down after that, after I complained about it to them. So, yeah. Anyway. That was a mini incident, though. I don't think that was nearly as bad as, let's see, the other problems I had. I don't know what was worse out of the few I had. I'd say probably between the Mandarin and the Walmart were definitely the two of the worst ones. The other instances were pretty just like, you know, it was caused by somebody else. Kind of reminds me of the times with my freaking girlfriend's old freaking neighbors were like that, similar. I remember they used to have cameras hiding in their flower pots and just crazy ass shit. They were worse than like my neighbors here, but I remember that old fuck. Pardon my language. He was an asshole, that guy. You'll probably know who I'm talking about there, GF. I'm not trying to remind you too much. The house he used to live in. Because the story kind of relates to that. That's why. But yeah. It was basically an ass that was next door to them. Used to be. They live in a different house now, but yeah, thank God. That was a real piece of work neighbor. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm stuck. The heck? Oh, his literally got stuck. Okay, never mind. Jeez, I literally got stuck there. That was a weird spot to get stuck. Yeah. Really? Well, I can tell you that much, there's more alcohol in it. Content than our drinks. Yeah. It is. From what I know, from what I recall. Speaking of drinking, I had a tequila, so that was nice. Yeah. As weird as it is, yeah, because of the way they laid it out for the limit.
That's weird, man.
Ugh, yeah. Let's see. We'll pick I don't know. Lulu Meadows. This will be a cow character in the new Mario Kart. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to use.
Can't decide if I want my main to still be Baby Daisy, or I switch to either the dolphin or the penguin.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because of the new ones. I don't know. Honestly, I'd be willing to try the new roster for sure. If that happens.
There are some pretty weird choices. I mean, I get
Yeah.
they had like 24 kits in this game is it's 12 races.
Yeah.
But now that there's 24 races in the new game, they have to expand the roster.
Yeah, they would and things like that.
But I feel like there's some very odd choices, like the dry bone fish thing. How is that even supposed to fly? It's a fish.
Yeah, I know. Oh jeez. I know you're not trying to remind me of that, but I do remember that BF. Yeah, I remember that correctly, Jeff, because I think if I recall, I remember dealing with him too, and he was not. Oh, jeez. He first said hello to me. When the guy first said hello to me, he was like a nervous like sheep, for God's sakes, and then he acted like a total. Yeah. Anyway. You know, it's just part of life, man. I've dealt with stupid people enough times now. It's just, I'm just glad at least my neighbors comply with us, and that we'll leave it as that. Thank God, because you know, I just at least we come in peace with that. Because the thing is, we don't need added stuff if we can help it, because that just leads to more loopholes which we don't need. I mean, the only annoyance we have in our court, really, I mean, what are they gonna do about it? So here's the thing, like, you can call bylaw about it, like taking this. So there's this stupid basketball net in our court, you know, because you get kids playing on it. Now, the argumentatively thing, it's been like this for a while now because of our new neighbors that moved there. And the problem is that good luck taking it down because, you know, we're gonna pull the race card if someone reports them. You know, and that's the problem, is that, you know, you can't say anything because of how the world is. And I can understand that perspective, but the thing is, the annoyance part of it is like it's kind of being disruptive, you know? I guess other people, that's what people gave them. I mean, I feel like everyone's being fake towards it too, and that's the weird, funny part. So, even though there's like kids playing out there, they're like, oh, haha, yeah, that's good. No, you're just faking it because you're just trying to be nice. Meanwhile, I know you're annoyed about that basketball net being in our court because, you know, the ball flips everywhere. The only thing that's going to take that net to go down is if it breaks down, which I hope to God it will one of these days, or that basketball will hit someone's car window and then they'll stop playing on it. So anyway, that's what it'll take, you know, as terrible as it sounds. But anyway, Flower King is the winner, and whoa, we're close in score.
Yeah, like 3 points.
3, yeah. Oh yeah, I got some Surging Sparks packs lately for Pokemon. I got a Latios or Latios, one of the two, the red Pokemon. I pulled an EX out of one pack. Sick. Got it. Alright, we're gonna go yet for another round again. I can't even get in the top 3. That's okay, they're super. Honestly, neither can I at times. I take it for what it is. There's people that are gonna be better than me. I'm just talking along, so... I mean, I understand the letdown, but try not to let it get to you. It's the way I try to look at it now.
I mean,
Uh,
it's like,
yeah.
I usually just like laugh it off or just say I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, honestly, yeah. Oh yeah, I got a reusable GameStop bag because they started not doing plastic bags here. Apparently, I forgot about that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a reusable GameStop bag. Yeah, of course, I kept it in my room. And but next time I shop there now, I'm just gonna use that because they have no plastic bags anymore. They made it a thing in Canada, or I don't know if I've already told you about this. I might have, I don't know. Oh yeah, freaking non-plastic straws. We're drinking out paper straws now. Oh god. And then the wooden spoons and knives and forks now instead of like plastic. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's what they're doing here. Literally just to avoid plastic. Apparently, I don't know. It's just ridiculous though. I feel like they should bring back the freaking plastic straws. Like, what the hell? Or if you're that worried about it as a person, you know, cut the plastic straw, like, just slit it right down, like, in the middle. Like, completely in half and throw it in the garbage. Or if you're that worried, just snip it in little pieces. And then it'll definitely go in no turtle's nose. You know what I mean? Even if it did, it would come back right out because it was just small shards. So I don't know. You know, I can understand that it's bad enough, but people, this is litter. I mean, no, littering's been always a problem. Oh, look at here! It's full of cigarette butts on the roads and everywhere. Like, you know, people are just pigs. They don't care. I don't know. There's like smashed beer bottles, like, yeah. I personally wouldn't do that. I wouldn't smash a bottle on the ground like that. But some people do. Oh, interesting, there you go. Ah. Oh. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty inexpensive still right now, and it's easy to get. So. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, honestly, I wouldn't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh myself because I haven't watched the anime in so long. So, let's go. Finally, awesome. They're super. GG's on the placement there. I would VC with you after BF, but I am tired and I feel like I'm going to fall asleep right now. If I understand, Nirhan. Or you can talk right now with us if you want. Well, that's if you're comfortable with it. But yeah, I'm kind of kidding around with you. You don't have to do that, honestly. If you don't feel comfortable, please don't do it. And that goes for anyone else here, guys. Like, even if you're vetted around here or whatever it is. Sorry, I meant to say BF. I am just tired. I totally get that, Jeff. That goes for everybody here. Like, honestly, guys, like if you're vetted in my community, and if I know you, yes, you're welcome to join in like my commentary and stuff. But at any time, I may kick you out if I suspect, you know, not so good things. But you know, if you feel confident enough and you know you want to speak in front of public people, then go for it. You know, you're on the internet, your voice is out there. But if you don't want to do that, just simply don't. You know, that's all I can say. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? You know what got me to do it, to get my voice on the internet like that was, I stopped being afraid of that. simply because it took, I forget whose VC it was, but like I was afraid at first to do it, I guess. And then when I joined in on someone else's end, it was I felt comfortable enough after that, so which was good. That is true. Absolutely not. You know what? If you feel tired, it's great. It's fine. You know, you gotta go take a nap. You wanna do that? That's fine. And you know, and here's the thing. I'm a little bit tired myself. Based off of that Walmart situation, that I think that did tire me out a little bit, honestly. Just my freaking energy over that crap. Oh, that sure did. After all that, oh god, the headache too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and here's the thing, like, yeah, I kind of get it, and that's the thing too. Like that, look, I know if some people have some bad days, but you know, you gotta try to know at least your policy. You know what I mean? They just at least told you. The first thing they should have said to me was properly, at least. They said, "Well, I'm sorry, but well, we can't give you the full money back because of our policy and the way the company for the buds are." Right? They could have said it that way. So, but what we can do is we can give you a different kind of earbuds and refund you the difference. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can understand. You know. Well, anyway. They could have just said that, but they made it more complicated than what it seemed. Oh, God.
I mean, that would probably be another issue for me because, like, maybe I talk too fast, so I get mumble. So
Yeah. Excuse me.
You good, man?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm laughing about this. I know I'm kind of not repeating part of the story. I'm just remembering, obviously, because it just happened today, that Walmart thing. So this one guy was trying to return, I think, orange juice, and I think this older guy dropped it by accident. It was unopened, and then I guess they said, then the lady says, "That's fine, we can refund it." Yeah, because the guy didn't want it, right? I guess, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I didn't mean to buy this, but you can see what happened here." And she goes, "No, it's okay. We can just refund it." Okay, that's a good way to be mad. Wait, the guy wasn't mad, but and then that same lady that was miserable freaking took those Beat headphones. I felt like she literally just threw them in the bin, like she was pissed. Like, oh god. Well, I guess they don't like Dr. Dre that much, do they? Anyway. It was just unbelievable. I mean, geez, like, I was pointing out the problems, not as if it was, lying about it. I mean, even if they didn't believe me, I would still show them, but... what a freaking mess, man. Oh yeah, it could be a nightmare too. That could be stressful. Good job, BF. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for saying good job in the chat. I seen that. Yeah. Let's see, here we go. Oh. Oh! Here's another story. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm remembering all that. Of course I do. This happened past year. So this was on Valentine's Day when I got my new phone. Um, actually, had something happen to me and someone else there. So now I'll start with me. So the guy of course opened up the phone, and it was right of them to do that. You know, they helped me out, set it up, and everything. The guy's really nice, very chill guy, and actually he noticed something on the screen. Like the minute he opened the box for the the S25 Ultra, he goes, ooh, he's like, what's that on the screen there? And he's like, and he opened his eye. He's like, he's like, that's really weird. And he was trying to like wipe it with like a bit of cleaner and stuff. He's like, there's a small little gash in the screen. I don't know if you can see that. And I said, ooh, yeah. I said, yeah, you're right about that. Like, it's really tiny. I can see it in the very corner here. He goes, It's like, I think it may have gotten a defective phone. And then I guess the manager, he turned to the manager guy. He goes, I'm not sure what we could do here. There's a little tiny thing. I just opened it and I seen it. And the manager goes, oh, just buy it. Just get another one. And he said, that's probably defective. Don't give it to him. I don't know what they're gonna do with that old phone, but you know. Yeah, it was kind of weird, and it was like a tiny little dude thing, whatever. That's what the guy called it. He kind of laughed, and then he had to open up another phone, of course, and then it was fine for that. Yeah, the guy literally just opened it, the phone guy, yeah, and saw it. So good, he saw it. At least he was pretty kind about it, and he's like, oh, I'm really sorry about that. And I said, no, you're good. It's not your fault, man. And he goes, yeah, it's factory. You know, they do what else to do over there with these things. So they try to put them in protective boxes, but sometimes they get shipped not, in the greatest places. I said, yeah. I said, I know. Real quick, can you have the red shells? Yeah, it's Mario Kart for you, unfortunately. You get red shelled a lot. Like what I'm doing. That would have been funny. Seriously, why am I getting hit with defective products this year? I don't understand why. Same thing with what happened to freaking the Beat headphones when I tried to return them at the Walmart today. Like, oh. Anyway. If you don't mind, I'm getting off now. Talk to you after tomorrow, VF. B2W, don't forget to say goodnight to me on Messenger. Oh yeah, I will, by the way, Jeff. And then later, I don't know, I'll probably do an after party. If I'm not too tired. I might not though, because it's getting sort of late. Besides, I wanted to kind of try out my new earbuds now that I'm more happier with them, which is good. Back to Walmart I go, which I don't want to do. And then at that point, I'm gonna be like, that's too bad. I'm really liking these earbuds. I guess I'll try the same pair at that point. But I made sure of that this time. I tried them in the store and tore them and opened the box myself. Did that. And the guy was like, yeah, they work better than these ones did. I said, yeah, no kidding. So they sound pretty much. He said, that's funny. They sound exactly the same, even though they're like $100 difference. I said, yeah, they do. They have just a bit more bass. That's all. Which is, I like it. Well, what? We'll go ahead and do another one. Because I'm good with it. Anyway. I'm going for 2 hours, so that's a nice nice time to still do another one, I guess. I said that way, but I did. Oh yeah. I know I said it wasn't gonna be planned still, like I got a pre-order for the Switch 2, but I'm thinking, let's just say this, plans, I don't know. I mean, what the hell. I'll think about it at some point. But I'm thinking if I get the console at midnight, I want to do I'm thinking of doing like a unboxing video as soon as I get it home. Like I want to do an unboxing video of like the if I get the Pro controller and like the game and stuff, and kind of I was thinking of doing like a video format of it, or doing like a live stream setup of it. That would be kind of cool. I was thinking of doing it that way, one or the other. I was debatable. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing one or the other. I think I might have done that for the PS5. That I think I did do. Because it was so hard to get them. People are freaking out like, yo, how'd you get it on release day? It's like, I got lucky. I don't know. Oh, people were freaking out when I did that live stream. That was crazy. I did a video of it too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They did. Same with the Series X. I got one of those in the wild, though, at GameStop. That's how I found that. I don't know, and it was crazy, dude. That was a nightmare. I was hoping the Switch 2 will be the same thing. I'm praying the freaking Christ it won't be. If it is, it's gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, really, that's what I begin to wonder. I hope not, because that's just gonna lead to so much chaos. And scalpers raising up the price on their freaking consoles. But then the thing is, they're trying to say limit one per customer. That's what GameStop's site says. You know what a scalper could easily do is they can go on Nintendo's website and order themselves another one with the same address. They can be sneaky that way. And they can go to Best Buy and buy like 5 of them, who knows. Anyways. GG's. I'm laughing at the scalpers that literally lose out on it. What I mean by that is they'll stock a lot more in the stores and stuff. And like they lose out. Like there's enough stock and they're at regular MSRP or whatever, even with Pokemon cards, and the scalpers get mad about it, and I laugh at them because, oh, that's your fault. You wasted a bunch of money on it. You screwed yourself up. I'm gonna laugh at the Switch 2 scalpers lose at that. Oh, I'll really laugh my head off. In fact, I laughed at this point when they were taking down scalper ads on eBay or something. I heard about that. I was laughing when I heard that. I was like, you suckers! You're trying to sell pre-order receipts. Good luck. Not gonna happen. I guess they're Nintendo ninjas. They're taking them down. Who knows? You dumb idiots. Good luck. You're not a storefront. And they know you're scalping it. Alright, and this one next. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going to anime convention next month. Speaking of which. Oh yeah, and that's the one I'm going to be staying. I'm trying to get a hotel for it still, because some of them are expensive. You know how much it is freaking per night? To get a hotel right... Sorry? I wished it was $100 a night. I would take in a heartbeat. No. It's gonna sound outrageous. It's like over $1,000 for 2 nights. Like right across from the convention. $1,000, $1 grand. for 2 nights at a hotel. Yeah. They jacked it up. People went nuts. They booked them out, and while they're they don't want to be booked out apparently, according to what that's saying. And I know why they did that, because they know it's going to be a 3-day convention. So, ooh, that's terrible. And then one was not even any better. It was not too far away. It was like still $700. It's like, oh god, I can't do that. And I don't know. I see, and I don't understand. And then there was one on the low, sort of high end. It was still okay, but not the greatest. It was like $450 for 2 nights. I was like, oh shit. Last year I ended up paying $400 for 2 nights. Oh. So, anyway. Probably, yeah. I mean, I found one for like $475. Oh, Jesus. So I don't know what to do, man. And like, I hope to God, if I can find one for like $300, I can swallow it, I guess. But there's hotels that are farther away, and they're still like the same price points, like $500 or $100, because they know that con-goers are gonna go to those and book them out. Oh, GG's. And of course, the hotels are all at a decent price, like far away from it. There's no point in that. So, anyway, but I think some of them have catched on, because along the highway, like, going to the convention, it's dry. You have to have a car for some of the parts, and some of them raise their hotel prices to like $350 a night. It's like, oh god. And that's far away a little bit still. They'll raise it more. That's the problem. I think they already have. Anyways. And of course, the one right across from the convention is sold right out. It was like something outrageous now. People still bought into it. So it's like directly right beside the convention. And actually, this same hotel has like the panels there. I really wished I was in that hotel. Man, it would be nice, but good luck, because like, oh, gone instantly. And like one night, the minute they released them, and they were going for, I think, $1,300 a night. I was like, what are people doing? Oh my god. $1,300? Dude, you gotta be absolutely insane. Like, what are you doing? And it's still freaking sold out. And then people are scalping them too, I can tell. Some of them are selling them for $2,000 a night on purpose. Like reselling it like their stay on purpose. Yeah, and then people will fall for it too, and then like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. It's like, yeah, literally, that's how messed up it is. And then it's like, why? Why would you pay a bunch of money for it if you can get a hotel like 400 and something? Not that far, man. You just take a bus. And besides, they sell the TTC passes by that's what they call their transit there. At an additional cost, which, by the way, I opted in for. Oh, if I get a hotel busing distance, I'm fine with that. I don't know, man. I'd rather get one close by, but it's gonna be kind of hard. And then they tack on a freaking deposit fee. So they have like $150 or something for the damage fee. So basically, it goes on your credit card and then it goes off of it, which is brutal. So your status would technically be, in a way, taking up room in your credit card, which would be kind of annoying. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, $450 sounds great, but then they're going to tack on, oh, well, and I read in their policy, oh, we're going to tack on $150 per night for your, in case you damage your room, God forbid. But if you don't, obviously they're going to take that $150 off your credit card again, you know, if no damage is done. Obviously, this is their policy, but still, I mean, come on, man. I mean, not even just say like, oh, we'll just do a $50 deposit fee or something like that for the damage costs. That would be fine. But $150 though? Ugh. That's ridiculous. And I got in 4th somehow. I fast Bowser. GG's. I just want to stay out though. I'm only saying I want to because I like going to the dances, man. I just need to get one that's relatively inexpensive. So, man, I want to dance with freaking. It was fun last year. I had some dancing going on. I mean, it was cool. Like it was a social event. Hey, it was all chill, which I liked. It was an outside dance too, which is really nice. I liked it out there a lot. So.
Oh no.
People are making fun of the hotel rooms. They're like, oh, I guess a bunch of weeaboos took up the rooms. It's like, oh my god, are you serious?
Bunch of weeps? Is that what they call them?
No, they call them weeaboos. Yeah. I don't know. Like, oh, I guess a bunch of weeaboos took up the good spots. Oh my god. It's like, yeah, I guess a bunch of sweaties took them up too, then. Might as well say that. I'm just sweaties. I was like, dude, seriously. I think they mean sweaties as in like friggin' hardcore gamers or something. It's like, oh my god, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'd want to try hard at Smash Brothers and Mario Kart all day. Yeah, exactly. Oh god. Honest to god. Yeah, it's, you know, like, I can't believe the amount of pricing people are falling for, you know, especially with scalping now, with everything like that. You don't know what scalpers are? Well, it's people that make things more expensive, let's put it that way. So if there's a limited stock of something and they make people's life miserable and they buy up absolutely everything out of the store, or they try to, like Pokemon cards for example. Yeah, they do that. Yeah. And if you can't get it in the store for like a super long time or ever, then that's what they'll do. Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, then when the scalpers get pissed, which I find it funny, is that, you know, when there's more stock of something and when they sell it at MSRP, meanwhile they're trying to sell it for more, it's like, yeah, they lost a bunch of money at that point. You know? So, I don't know. I've seen that with Pokemon cards too. People bought a bunch and they've lost it completely. Same with the PS5s. Some people really lost it after that. Yeah. Crazy. Can I join you? Says hello. Living in Colorado Springs. Welcome in the stream. Yeah. We're gonna have another lobby here happening right now. So come on by and join us. Code's up on screen and also in the pinned message, so feel free to join via code if you wish. Yeah, sounds great. We'll still be here for another game if you're interested. I didn't think I'd go this long tonight, but apparently I am. So we're here. Try to do at least another game and see how I feel. I'm gonna start getting exhausted. All right. I think you're here, so that's great. Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the stream. We're getting some people in here. I'm kind of glad. I thought it'd be kind of a dead night. Sometimes it is, but it's been a pretty good night, actually. The amount of people that showed up. Oh. Which again, I know I'm freaking probably repeating myself a billion times over with the dang Switch too, but you know how it is. People are Mario Karting it out till the new Mario Kart game comes out. That's the hype. That's the hype train for you. Yeah, DK Summit. First race. Yeah, this is probably my last set, honestly. I don't know, I can't go any longer than this. It's gonna be almost 10 anyways. And my dad's gonna go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any after party. At least at that point. Maybe I'll seek out a raid. Yeah, I'm getting exhausted, that's why this will be my last one. Whoa, that green shell almost hit me. It's close. Surprised it didn't actually hit me. Wow. Aha, it hit somebody else and that. Oh, it hit you! I think that was that same green shell that almost hit me. Oh my god. I think that was you that got hit. And I got hit by a green shell. How do you like that? Wow. Oh my god. Well, and I was just talking about it. But hey. Oh no. Yeah. Whoa! Can't believe I almost fell. Wow, okay. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no kidding. And I'm at third lap. Yeah, they thought I spotted scared the crap out of me. I don't know whether it was an actual cockroach, but if it was some kind of beetle, and there was like 3 of them in the cupboard. I was like, uh-oh, what is it? What are these? And I tried hitting them and they wouldn't die. So I begin to wonder if that's what it was. I hope they better not be, because that's not good if it is. So, I mean, we pulled out the fridge and then we saw a teeny little bug crawl out of it, so I hope to, I wonder if we got a problem. I hope it's not what we think. Yeah. I think I put one over under a, I trapped one. Like, it kept scratching the glass, and I looked at it closely, it looked like one. And I wasn't quite sure. But, GG's. Yeah, GG's. There was, I looked it up online, I tried shining the light at it and stuff. It was, I think it might have been a German cockroach. That's what we suspected. So I didn't know what I think I threw it back outside, like, far away, but, anyways. The thing is delayed by a lot, so I might respond to things very later. That's totally understandable. They're, living kind of Colorado Springs. I totally get it. I mean, I tried my best to respond to you all, so I totally get that with the whole delay thing. Wait, I'm getting sleepy here a little bit. Oops, my headphone jack just popped out. Oh, what the hell? Oh, never mind, my wire did. Okay, now I plugged it back in. Now I can hear people. Oh. Anyway. This is again. I mean, if they're living cockroaches, that's kind of not good, like I said. I'm probably gonna check later tonight to see if I see any crawling ones, because I think they're more active at night normally. Cockroaches. Or I thought they were, I don't know. Not sure if they're quite nocturnal or not. I just don't want them up here in my room. Well, I will try to get to my room, that's the problem. I don't want it here in my game collection at all. I don't need those bugs in my room. I don't need any bug in my room, for that matter. Don't want them. As a precaution, I did put, around my vent, I got, was it like sticky traps? So when then they can't move anywhere. Or sticky traps they put on the floor, and even I put them around my door. That's how paranoid I am. Yeah. And then I put, what is it, I put a dab of stuff. I forget what it was. It has like baking soda and stuff on it, and it's supposed to. Apparently, the cockroaches eat it and they get killed. I don't know how it works. Like apparently they eat it. They eat a lot of it, and then they'll pass out. It's kind of cockroach poison. I think I have to spray somewhere for them. I don't know. Forget. It might be outside of my garage somewhere. Cockroach spray. Which tends to, they absolutely hate that, I think. I think they hate peppermint, which that has in it. So. You had a mouse in the garage? Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, GG's. GG's in the game there. Great game, yeah. Good game. Thanks to the GG's. Yeah. Oh, here's a story for you. I remember this correctly. So, I don't know. I think that we had a possum in the garage. If you look up what you have to look up what a possum is. It's like a giant rat. Oh god. Anyway, what happened was I let the back door open to the garage. I guess I didn't close it fully by accident, and I took my bike out, and I heard a noise. I was like, "What was that?" I was like, "Oh god, what was that?" And I saw the giant thing run across the garage. I was like, "What the f*** was that?" Anyway, I'll continue to say that unless you want me to be toxic. Oh gosh, there's no need to be toxic in here. They're living in Colorado Springs. Even if you are, I don't tolerate toxicity in my community. Absolutely not. Not one bit, at least. Try not to. Yeah, really. I mean, each community's different, to be honest, with that stuff. But anyway, so this possum, oh my gosh, this possum was in the garage, and when I came home, and Mom was like, "You okay?" I said, "Not really." I said, I saw this giant thing. She's like, "What?" She goes, "Oh," she's like, what was it?" And I said, "I don't know." I said, "I'm afraid to go in the garage now." So, I kept hearing a little noise, and Mama says, "What the hell is that?" And she started closing the door. And I said, "I don't know what it is." It sounds like a possum. I said, "What?" I said, "Oh, jeez." And I said, "Where is it hiding?" I said, "It's hiding somewhere." I said, "It tried crawling up the tires, and it couldn't. I think it's not happy, obviously." And then, my brother with the exterminator here, he got the cat carrier, because I have a cat, right? We did not want the cat in the garage near it at all, and yeah, we grabbed it by the tail, and it went, like, it was making noises and hissing. It was the teeth, you should have seen it. Oh my god, the teeth were just out like a vicious. Oh. And then we put it in the cat carrier, and then we locked it in, and it was doing weird noises, and just he was not happy. So we released him out in the wild, obviously, like far away from the house. They booked it out. The minute we opened the cage, he went, and then he ran away. That was it. He was gone. Oh man. So yeah, we one of my brothers were an exterminator at that point. I don't know how the hell he managed to grab the possum, but he did by the tail. Jesus. Yeah. Well, yeah, it would have definitely bit him. Wasn't careful, but oh man, it was crazy. Yeah, the game was always there, living Colorado Springs. Yeah, it's always nice to say GG's in the chat. For sure. Better to say that than being toxic, I can tell you that. Because I've had to ban some toxic people in here. Not to name names, but they were doing it literally purposely, like, even though I told them not to. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. It's only a game, bro. Come on. What are you winning money at it? Are you, is this your... maybe I kind of get it. Maybe some people, video games your escape, but at the same time, like, don't be mad about it, man. You know? Anyway. I've got people like that, and they don't seem to understand it, even though I've told them not to do that, and my reason. Or at least my opinion.
Some people make being toxic like their job on YouTube. You know, like Deluxe Online Racing.
Yeah. Says yes. Says I am my sister. Put a bet. Your sister put a bet on you being toxic. Oh boy. I mean, dude. Bet on you being toxic? I mean, yeah. I believe it. There's such things called, heard of this one, toxic relationships, too. Yeah. Well, I'm lucky to have a relationship I do, as you can tell. Well, that's my IRL life. Her and I get along very well and stuff, so... Okay, we got 2 laps. Oh, this is over. Oh, I can only imagine being a toxic. Once Switch 2 comes out, the amount of voice chatters who try to act toxic on there. They definitely will. Guaranteed. That's the only thing. I wonder how they're gonna monitor that. Sure, Nintendo will somehow. Or I don't know if they can though. Like that's the thing. Like are they gonna automatically boot you after you say the F-bomb or say like offensive slurs? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. And then they put little Jimmy and Johnny on there and are listening to that the first day they get the Switch 2. I mean, I don't know. Like, yikes, you know. Pardon? Oh no, yeah. Yeah. That's true, yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's been like that for a long time since they had, well, for the longest time, the rated system of games and stuff. Or they always say like, oh, the Nintendo system's lenient towards the younger population. Sure, but a lot more older people play it as well. Anyway, yeah, JJ's as always.
Where's my Spotify? Or just something.
Well, it's our final race. And I put my sister put a bit that I won't be toxic. And I'm great for you for not being toxic. So that's all we can ask for, at least in this chat space. Like I said, I unfortunately dealt with people like that and had to ban them, so I most certainly don't want you being banned. Because me and myself, as well as the moderators, will take action if necessary. But anyway, all aside from that, everyone. Let's see here. My sister put a bet. Oh, a bet that I won't be toxic. Oh, I see. Ooh. All right. Well, I bet. I see. I see what you mean. Well, everyone, I'm probably gonna dip out right now. So, I mean, Twisted, thanks for joining us. Of course, if there's anything you'd like to, say before we kind of go on our raid, then that was all as well.
I played too much Persona. Give me your blood.
Awesome. Don't worry. I'm not playing Fortnite. Yeah, a lot of toxicity on there. Where isn't there ever toxicity? Pretty much most games have it, so. Well, we're gonna go find a raid target for us guys. I'm gonna go find one myself. Somewhere.
Can I send you a DM suggestion?
You can, yeah. You want, sure.
I think this person is extremely far ahead of the game. I don't know if you rated them in a while.
Okay, I can check it out.
Yeah, I think it's like really far ahead of you in that game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh, I see. Oh. Let me just go check here. There's not a single game that I've played in Fortnite where there is no toxicity. Yeah, and that's true. It's true for most games, unfortunately. You have that, there's no way of controlling it in that type of respect either. I'll check it out fast, actually. You know what? I think I will do that. It's not gonna spoil me much.
Yay!
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. He's a fellow Canadian. Let's see if I can rely. I don't think if he doesn't have library retract on, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna do it the good old way. I'm gonna check if it has that enabled. Stand by, everyone, as I'm looking for a raid target. Be sure to join in the raid, everyone. I would appreciate it. Oh, it does have it. Okay, cool. All right, it'll be a automatic live redirect as we speak. So for the hashtag, let's see here. Hashtag. Let's do hashtag Luminary raid for like short. Oops. I'm trying to type that properly. Hashtag. Oops. Yeah, it'll be hashtag Luminary raid for the raid target, everyone. And yeah, maybe I'll chat a bit afterwards and something like that. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you around, everyone. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all on the raid. Take care, guys.